Hello and welcome to this week's NPL. Chris Dittmar from Triple M with you, and the greatest player ever to come out of Scotland to South Australia, because he tells me all the time, Albie Kiddo. Hey, Albie.
Well, that's good to see you.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Welcome back from your third overseas trip this year. Now, Albie, some breaking news in the league. Ben Dale gone as South Adelaide coach.
Yeah, disappointing to hear that because, obviously South Adelaide down. They're going to get relegated. So you would think that common sense prevails there. They would have let Benny just finish off the year, 4 games left, and then just move on from there. But Brenton Hearn, a good mate of mine, has taken over. For what reason, I don't know. I think Hearney's probably got some good connections down there, good mates down there, and they've asked him to come in and just basically be caretaker coach for the rest of the season.
All right, now he's been around the place. We know the experience that Brenton Hearn's got.
Yeah.
What sort of coach will he be? What's he like?
I think he'll be very relaxed there. There's nothing, it's a dead rubber, as we know. But Hearney will go in there and make a bit of a difference and make it, palatable for the players to play the last 4 games, and then maybe try to maintain the players for next year. I was
involved with him briefly at Bacalla going back a few years. One thing I found about him was he was very firm, but I liked it about him. I thought he was very, very firm with players. They knew exactly what was required, and he didn't mind making big calls. In other words, some big name players were left out of the side if they didn't train, or he had good team rules, I thought.
Yeah, he's got a good discipline about him, Hearney. He should be coaching in the NPL, let's be honest about it. He did coach down the ranks last year, well, a few years back there, but he certainly should be coaching in the NPL for me.
All right, let's look at the big game tonight. This is very exciting for South Australian football. Olympic, who are in great form, represent our state really in the FFA Cup. They're taking on the team from Perth called Floriat. What do you know about the WA League? How strong is it?
Well, Floriat Athena, I know for a fact that Olympics checked them out thoroughly. They're very confident that they're going to beat them. Yep. Football's a funny game, it's got a funny habit of slapping you in the face, but they've checked them out. They think they're better than Floriat, and let's hope they do well. In terms of the league, the Perth League is not as strong as South Australian League, the South Australian NPL. But if you look at Melbourne and that, Melbourne's far stronger. I think, honestly, I'm very, very confident that Olympic will get a result there.
All right, good stuff. They're on fire at the moment. Great win at the weekend. They beat Metro Stars. Fausto Erba scored a terrific free kick. But it's a hard week for them. They had to play that game. They've got tonight, then Campbelltown coming up on the weekend again. That's a hard 7 days.
It definitely is. I watched them the last 2 games, and to be honest with you, they are in form. They look very good. They're playing well together. There's different players scoring goals. You're right in what you're saying about the game coming up on Saturday against Campbelltown. That's going to be an absolute belter, a cracker of a game. And honestly, I'm going to tip someone here. If they beat Campbelltown, it just blows that league wide open. There'll be, I think it's 4 points. If they beat them, it'll be 4 points. Campbelltown will be 4 points ahead of them.
Yep.
But I think they'll do very, very well. And if they win the championship, I'll tell you what, they'll have a big party.
If they win the championship, gee, you're not getting ahead of yourself. You are an Olympic supporter, but
I am.
Started off talking about tonight's game. Now we're talking winning the championship as well. You're unbelievable. Now, I just want to talk about the last weekend's results. Top 2 teams faltered. Campbelltown went down to Adelaide United. Blue Eagles have stumbled over the last couple of weeks. Olympic are gaining. Raiders have done well. I see Rocky Visconti had another great game on the weekend.
He has.
This league is tightening up unbelievably.
You never mentioned Metro Stars there as well. That's had a really, really bad patch. 3 on the trot. They got beat from Olympic at the weekend there. But honestly, just all the games there. Raiders is a funny one for me. That's up and down.
Well, they lost 6-0 2 weeks ago to Comets.
Well, we went to that game.
Bounce back this week.
And they got absolutely hammered from Comets. But again, they did bounce back, I think they'll be in the 6. I'm pretty sure they'll be in the 6.
Just want to talk about the Comets game finally. 0-0 with Para Hills. Now, Comets scored 6-0, 6-0, 12 goals in 2 weeks, but 0-0 they were held by Para Hills. Para Hills had scored 5 the previous week, so it was a tight game, but the feedback I got is that the keeper for Para Hills had an absolute cracker. They reckon he saved 8 or 9 brilliant saves, so just about the best man on the park, so well done to him. Was it Tim Ramsey, I think is his name? Yeah, well done to Tim Ramsey.
I had the same Ditz, and we mentioned just off air there, Barney Smith, former goalkeeper. You would expect him to have a good goalkeeper, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But good on the lad, Comets. When we send them Ditz for the last 2 games, well, the last game I've seen them, they are on fire.
Yep.
They look as if they could get maybe 8 players that could score goals there. But for Para Hills to keep them to a 0-0 draw, fantastic result for
Well,
Barney
they'll
Smith.
have a good goalkeeper, and all of the players at Para Hills will have good phones because Barney Smith's got the Telstra shop out there as well, hasn't he?
Exactly.
All right, let's have a look at the player votes from last weekend. We always like to pick out the players where both coaches have given them votes, and I see where Ryan Yates, who to me is a very skillful young midfielder from Adelaide United, got votes from both the coaches there. Hamish McCabe gets more votes, so again, both coaches giving him. He's had a wonderful season.
Well, how many votes? I think he's on 59. Is it
Yeah, we'll
50?
get to the leaders board in just a moment. Let's just do the votes for the moment. I'm running this. Now, Welshie, our boy from the comments, he got votes from both as well, a 3 and a 2.
Yep.
Always pretty solid, Welshie.
Oh, well, she's solid, yeah.
Rocky Visconti getting the maximum from both coaches, so well done to him. Yasmin Sudic also picking up votes there, and Pat Caraccia getting the maximum 6, so good to see. All right, let's go to the leaderboard. You mentioned Hamish McCabe. I don't think he can be caught now. 59 votes. He is way out in front. Trimboli on 30. Dylan Smith. Alan Welsh, we mentioned, had a good week. He's there with 27. Josh Murray and Pat Caraccia. They are the leaders in the player votes. The Triple M player votes, and also thanks to James Threadgold Jewelers for the Tag Heuer watch at the end of the season. Let's look at the games for this weekend. Albie, Comets against Adelaide United. I've got to tell you, there are teams that you have that are bogey teams. For the last 2 years, Adelaide United have worried the life out of Comets. Comets have found them probably too quick for them for some reason. So that'll be interesting.
But you look at that result that Paul Pesos got for Adelaide United against Campbelltown. Very, very good result away from home as well.
All right. Croydon Kings, Adelaide Blue Eagles.
Yeah, Blue Eagles. I watched Blue Eagles against Olympic, and they were very, very ordinary. They've lost their main striker. I don't know if you know that, the Testardi. He's went back to Italy.
Yes.
So they're struggling a little bit.
Goals have dried up. Yep.
Yeah, but they're still in a healthy position in the table.
What about this game? Para Hills, Adelaide City.
What you're actually alluding to, that says Adelaide City is very, very. They're in the relegation zone. Let's be honest about it.
They have to win. Para Hills are on the verge of the finals, the top 6. They're going well at the same time.
But South Adelaide down, it's going to be between, in my opinion, West Adelaide or Adelaide City to join them to go down there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. So that's a massive game for Adelaide City against Para Hills.
Metro Stars have lost 3 in a row, taking on Raiders. Raiders are in form again this week. They've bounced back. That is a hard one for Metro again.
Well, again, Raiders are they're blown hot and cold just now. They scored a few goals at the weekend. You've got to go for Raiders in that game, I think.
All right. And your boys, Adelaide Olympic, they're going to win the FA Cup. They're going to win the championship, and they'll be playing in the EPL next year. So they're going to beat Campbelltown.
But on a serious note, you look at the Parissos family that's put a lot of money into that club.
Yep.
They're now it's coming to fruition. They've got a bit of silverware debts.
Yes.
Great to see. They've got a really, really strong squad. As I was speaking to Scotty earlier on in the studio there, and all their good players are back into the frame. They've got players available on the bench. They've got a strong bench, healthy. It's very, very healthy to be in that state at this stage of the season.
Well, I'm wrapped in George saying I think he's done a wonderful job, and it's obvious. So good on you, George, and good luck tonight to Olympic. You're representing all of us tonight, so good luck against Perth Floreat, and have a great weekend at the NPL. We'll see you next week, Albie.
Cheers, let's.